Okay, second time lucky. Hopefully this does not go glitchy. I did try it the first time and it was a little bit glitchy, so hopefully this is going to work. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, it didn't change the description, which was supposed to say class 3 on the description, but it's still got the card. So, never mind. Alright, I don't know if I can change that. Let me see if I can change that in settings. I might be able to. Right. Let me see what we can see. Settings are not, but we'll see. Comment, Twitter box, pause live, settings, live intro. I'll just sort out my live intro while we are waiting for people coming in, because they've got the wrong one in. Give me a second, folks. Okay. Done or not? Live intro. Just give me a second, folks, while I sort this intro out, which will give me something to do while I'm waiting on people coming on board. Alrighty. Hopefully this saves this time. There we go, saved. There we go. Alrighty, hello Diane. I was just changing the description because TikTok had not changed it. How are you? We're just waiting on a few people coming on. I think it's just me and you so far, but we will see if people are coming on. I was supposed to do readings yesterday, but my old tablet decided it was not going to turn itself on, so I spent the whole day trying to charge it, everything, just would not do anything. And then this morning I decided, do you know what, give it a witchy whack. You know how you get the old televisions back in the day, and sometimes it would just show half a picture. So one of the family had to get up and rattle the top of the television box to get it to work properly. Well, I did that with my tablet and it worked. How long for? Fingers crossed. It keeps going. But yeah, so the live card reading yesterday did not go as per planned. Hello Franny, welcome. So, but all good. The tablet is working today. It has been working all day. So fingers crossed. It continues to work. How are you? Oh, weren't they just the good old days? We also had, you remember the television sets had the little tiny TV aerials that you used to sit on top of the television box? And you would set it, and you would go and sit down. By the time you'd sat down, the telly was still a bit wobbly. So one person had to delegate to stand there with the television aerial in their hand while the other while the rest of the family watched the television. Oh my goodness, happy memories. Thankfully, televisions are a little bit better. But yeah, my tablet didn't work the whole day yesterday. It got chucked in a corner, let me just say. And I just decided, you know what, I had my little cell phone, but I thought, there's no way on earth I would be able to see the comments on that for going live readings. So it was just a no-no. And then I got up this morning and I thought, no, I'm not going to give up on this old iPad. So I did the old television trick, grabbed the iPad, gave it a witchy slap, and hey presto, it worked. Yeah, they were great, weren't they? When they were working. But yeah, just terrible any other time. So, how many of you have been able to catch up on class 1 and 2? Both class 1 and 2 are recorded. I think class 1 was supposed to be recorded on the Mystic Witch YouTube, and I put it on to the Lady Moonlight one instead. But from today onwards, all the classes will be on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel. If you're not on the Facebook group, if you're on the Facebook group, that's absolutely fine, because it gets shared to YouTube, and then the YouTube link gets shared to the group so that you can watch it in the group. So hopefully that helps everybody, because not everybody can watch the playback on Facebook. So to make it easier, it's on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel, and it will be on the Facebook group as well. So how many people here, although we've only got 2 I think in the room so far, but how many of us ground on a day-to-day basis? Or have we thought about grounding but not really done it because we're unsure of how to ground, or why we should ground even? Myself, I like to ground every day. If I can ground first thing in the morning, sometimes I ground a little bit before I go to my bed. Clears all the chakras. In this class, we will be doing some grounding techniques, and I'm also going to do a grounding meditation that I do have on my Lady Moonlight YouTube channel. It's Sky and Earth Grounding, and it's a grounding meditation where you're taking universal white light and you're bringing that white light down through your core and filling your chakras and your body with this beautiful white light. And then it goes down into the layers of Mother Earth. Mother Earth takes all of the toxins and all of the blockages that we have in our bodies and our chakras, and it replaces it with violet healing light. So in the meditation, we'll be drawing up that violet healing light from the earth up through our chakras and up into the universe. And you may feel a tug when we do this meditation, because it literally grounds you in between Mother Earth and the universe. So imagine that you, well, for example, this little pouch is you. You've got a little cord that attaches you to the universe, and you've got a cord that attaches you to the earth. But when our chakras are blocked, we are not connected to either earth or sky. So we need to reconnect in order to ground. So once we connect, you will feel when the white light comes down, you'll feel a pull towards the earth. When that violet light comes back up through your body, you will feel a pull towards the universe, and you're stuck in the middle. So you may feel as if you're like stretched on a stretcher, kind of just pulled, if that makes sense. Hello, Janae. Hey, Janae has arrived. I was just explaining that we're going to be doing a grounding meditation that's going to clear your chakras, and it's going to align you and connect you to Mother Earth and the universe. You may, towards the end of the meditation, you may feel a tug, as if you're being pulled both ways. That's absolutely normal, right? And you may feel as if you're slouched, if you feel you are slouched a little bit in meditation. You might feel that your spine is pulled up right. That's just the natural spiritual pull that you get with this meditation. We'll also be talking about other grounding techniques. For example, wearing black obsidian. I love my little black obsidian Chinese money bracelet. It has all the black obsidian beads with the Chinese money symbols on there. It also has the little money dragon. And there are rules and regulations for wearing the money dragon. One, he has to be facing sort of towards you rather than away from you. So if I take this dragon and show you, but let me take him. So he has his head here. I don't know if you can see that, but he's got his little head here. And then he's got his back side here, right? You do not want him, when you're putting it on your wrist, you do not want the dragon to be facing away from you or away from your body, because that is drawing money away from you. And you've also got his butt facing you, right? Dragon butt in your face, not a good idea. That's the way I remember it. So if you are wearing it on your right, this would be the right wrist, this would be the right way to go, because the dragon's head is facing you and his butt is facing the other way. If, like me, you are left-handed, you would turn the dragon that way, so that his head, let me just put that on my wrist, so that his head is facing me and his butt is facing that way. Now, Chinese dragons, especially money dragons with obsidian, do not like dirt. Don't like it. So one of the rules of wearing a money abundant bracelet is that, one, you cleanse it. I always cleanse it with white sage. Two, if you're doing any dirty work, such as digging up the garden, etc., take dragon off. He doesn't like it. If you are cleaning the kitchen, take dragon off. He doesn't like it. If you are going to the toilet, ladies, take dragon off. Right? The last thing he wants to see is you wiping your backside. Right? He doesn't like dirt. So there are a lot of rules that go with such bracelets. But the plus side of these bracelets is, one, it's very grounding and protective because all of the crystals on this are black obsidian. So it's abundance, protection and grounding all in one. You could also have a black obsidian pendant that you can wear all the time. I wear, at the minute I've got my little chakra pendant, but you can no problem, Janae. This one's going to be this one's going to be shared to the class chat anyway, and if you're feeling under the weather at any time and you just want to play the meditation, just skip it to the meditation, and that's going to clear your chakras and also help with your cold as well. So black obsidian is very grounding. Black tourmaline, if you don't have black obsidian, because black obsidian is expensive, but if you have and you want a cheaper alternative, black tourmaline is another grounding crystal that you can wear. I love this because I can wear the black obsidian on my left, which is my spiritual side, but I also have my chakras covered because I'm wearing my chakra healing energy pendant as well. But you can get a set like the one that I just got today, which I'm gonna paint the board. This is we will be covering scrying in a later class, but I loved this because this is a scrying board and it's tiny. It fits in your hand, so you can take it anywhere with you. And it has maybe. It also has yes and unknown, so they don't know the answer. No, of course, if it's got a yes, it's got a no. It also has maybe. And then we're going back to yes. Yes, unknown, no, maybe. And then, of course, it has the pentagram in the middle. And you would obviously lay the board flat. I'm going to be painting these, I think, in black because I love black, so I will probably go over this in black just because I like black. But then it also comes, what I like about this set as well, it also comes with a black obsidian pendant, which comes on a chain. And you can actually use, once you've cleansed it all, you can use that with the board, and you start in the middle of the pentagram, and you would ask your questions and see what the dowser would, the answer that you're going to get from the dowser. I am going to cleanse this before I use it, and I will be using this in future lives for questions and answers. I might even do a dowsing session. But I need to cleanse the black obsidian. But something like this for grounding is ideal, because you could keep your board in the little black pouch and wear your pendant, and you've got a dowsing board anytime you want one. You could put this in a backpack, take it into nature with you, sit in the garden and do some grounding and questions and answers, the beach, the woods, anywhere that you want answers. So this is a handy tool for grounding, meditation, etc., as well as finding out answers. And it's got the black obsidian pendant attached to it. I would probably change this myself to a cord. I love black cord. I always find that when I wear chains that they rub on the skin. I like a soft cord, but a chain cord, it doesn't really matter. So I will probably change this to a cord, and I can use it as a dowser. But you can also wear that as a piece of jewellery for grounding and protection as well. This one's obsidian. This one doesn't cleanse itself. This is obsidian, black obsidian. This one is the selenite. But this one does deter, once it's cleansed, it will deter any black forces, negative forces, dark spirits, etc. And then if it's not a full moon and you want to cleanse it, you could take a candle holder like this one and just pop it in there. And it's obviously without the candle. And just pop it in there and let it, let the candle holder cleanse it. Personally, I like Californian white sage for cleansing black obsidian. So that's one thing that if you're going to be doing meditation or grounding or any spiritual work, it's imperative that you do some grounding and protection. So black obsidian is really, really good for protection. Whether it's beads, whether it's a pendant like that, you could carry some black obsidian, ladies, if you wanted. If it was little small pieces of black obsidian, you could stick them in your bra, right? You could firm the rocks up just by sticking them in your bra, carrying them around with you. But yeah, black obsidian is the way to go. So, where is the best place that you can ground? Can anyone, even if you don't know, take a guess? If you are really wanting a really good grounding meditation, where would it be? Yep, in nature. Diane, spot on. The woods, right? The woods is perfect for any type of grounding. One, you've got a mass supply of negative ions because you have got trees. Trees inhale carbon monoxide and they exhale oxygen. We're the opposite. We inhale oxygen and we exhale carbon monoxide. So we need trees as much as trees need us. So the best place to ground would be in the woods. You could also ground by the sea if you don't have any access to woods. Again, the salt water and the sea air and the sand, it's absolutely crammed with negative ions. Hello, Demi. Oh, Demi, do you know, that's a good thing, honey. If he keeps harassing you and the police are coming round, right, and they're going to issue a restraining order on him, that's good for you, all right, because it means that he can't come anywhere near you, sweetheart. It's scary, I know, it's pretty scary trying to get that restraining order and the police come in and talking about it. It is scary going over that. But in the end, getting that restraining order is going to help you massively. The police can do something about that now. Are you in the UK, Demi, or are you USA? Because here in the UK they now have stalking laws, anti-stalking laws. So if if he's standing outside your workplace for absolutely ages, get as much evidence as you possibly can, film him from a work window. Just take your camera or your phone and record him standing outside your work. If you're in the UK, that is perfect because, as I said, there is new restraining laws now and there is new anti-stalking laws now. I don't know if you remember, years ago there was a TV presenter and she was being stalked and she was actually murdered on her own doorstep by the stalker. Same old story. It was only after that happened that they decided to tighten up the stalking laws, which for survivors of abuse like yourself and myself, it's a good thing. Always use your phone to get as much evidence as you possibly can with him, alright? So if you see him standing outside your work waiting for you to come out, record him, right? Your phone will have date and time, etc. If he's following you or he's outside your house or he texts you, save it. Save absolutely everything. Also write down days, times, etc. And keep all of that, because he can actually get not just a restraining order, he can actually get jailed now for stalking. Good. Well, make sure that the police do press and do issue that restraining order. Once a restraining order is in place, if he comes anywhere near you or even attempts to contact you, he will be lifted, arrested and jailed. So definitely push for that restraining order. Alright? Perfect. The police know what they're doing, honey. You'll be fine. All right? Keep me posted as to how things go. The police will issue him a restraining order, and he'll be told with no uncertain terms that if he ever approaches you, talks to you, tries to contact you, stands outside your work. In fact, he will be given a set range where he may even be told to leave the town that you're in. He may not even be allowed to be in the area that you're in. So definitely push for that restraining order. Okay, so I'm gonna carry on with the class. This will be recorded. If you do have to go, if the police do come, Demi, and you do have to go, it will be recorded onto the Facebook group as well. So just to recap, I know Demi's just joined us. Black obsidian. Always wear black obsidian when you're doing any type of spiritual work. Grounding, meditation, reading cards maybe, using a dowser, especially using a black mirror. We will be covering black mirrors in future classes. But yeah, black mirrors, you definitely need to be wearing black obsidian. If you don't have black obsidian, black tourmaline. Alright, any of those two. I love black obsidian because it is the strongest protective crystal that you can get. It is quite expensive, but to me it's an investment. My little money dragon was a little fortune, but do you know what? It's worth it. Definitely worth it. So then we were talking about places that we can ground, and the woods is the perfect place because it has trees. Also has running water as well in most woods. We have streams, little rivers, we have waterfalls, etc. And we also have an abundance of trees because it's a large forest. So trees inhale carbon monoxide and exhale oxygen. And if it wasn't for trees, we probably would not be able to survive on this planet. We need trees to survive because they supply the vast amount of Earth's oxygen. So if you had a first, second and third choice, definitely the woods. If not the woods, by the sea. Because you've got the salt sea air, you've got the sand, and you know when you go to the seaside, you just feel uplifted, at peace, and you just feel energized. That's because it is packed with negative ions, which is what we need. Within your home, you can attract even more negative ions by having salt lamps. Himalayan salt lamps produce the same negative ions in your home. So it takes the positive ions and brings in more negative ones. So it's good for, you can use Himalayan salt lamps, or I have a footstool. I think I've got my footstool over here that I use in here. Oops. Let me just get this footstool. So this is my ever so large footstool. Let me see if I can plug this in. And I can show you. So this is my Himalayan salt lamp footstool. Comes with little legs, and you can sit with this on the table and place your hands on it, and the salt can go through your acupuncture points on your hands. You can also have it on the floor and have your bare feet on the footstool, which is what I tend to do. I'm going to place that on the floor for when we do the meditation. But you can have a footstool, you can have a Himalayan rock lamp, salt rock lamp. You can have candle holders as well. You can get little candle holders. I've got one in our bedroom, and the candle holders are great as well. Yeah, the footstools are fantastic. The footstools are expensive because they are a huge chunk of Himalayan salt. If I show you, let me get this. It's got a huge lump of salt here. If I turn it upside down, it might, I might have to. And then underneath it, here, you have a little spring-loaded lamp that just pulls out. If I just turn this off for a second. So this is a lamp. It has a little spring, but I'm just very careful with it. And it has the bulb in there. And to put it back in, you just push the springs together and place it in the hole of the lamp. And then that just pushes in. And then you just has a little switch that you can have it dim, or you can have it as bright as you want. I usually put it on full brightness because it really does heat. It does weigh a ton because this is solid Himalayan salt. As you can see, it is massive and it's really heavy. You do get, well, I don't know if they still have them. I've had that one for about, must be 5 or 6 years now. I got mine on Amazon, and they were, at that time, they were about £70 for the big full footstools. They do. Yep, exactly, they do. So if you've got your black obsidian, I'm just removing my slippers and putting my feet on the salt. I might as well get the benefit of the salt, but yeah, if you're wearing your black obsidian and you've got your foot or your feet on a salt lamp footstool like that one, the Himalayan salt actually goes through the acupuncture points of your feet and draws out all the toxins. So all the negativity, all the negative toxins, etc. in your body, the Himalayan stone draws it out from the base of your feet. Because the feet of the stool are made of wood and the feet are connected to Mother Earth, it's great for indoor grounding, like we're doing today. We're doing our grounding indoors. But yeah, Amazon might still do them. I bought mine about, as I said, about 6 years ago. When I first started doing my Reiki, in-home healing sessions, my clients loved it because they got a Reiki session and then they got a free footstool session after it. And the thing is, after each client was finished, I just took a cloth, just a damp cloth, no soap or water or anything, just a damp cloth, and I just cleaned the whole stone with a damp cloth, because Himalayan salt heals. It takes away the negative stuff. So as long as you just clean it with clean water, you can use it for clients. But yeah, we have a Himalayan salt lamp in here. I use my meditation one in here. We've got one in the master bedroom. We've also got one in the living room. I have a little candle holder that's in the living room. So I always have a Himalayan salt lamp in every room. It helps me to sleep as well. So Himalayan salt lamps are great for when you're doing grounding as well. So grounding should always be done where possible with bare feet. Why would you ground with bare feet? What's the benefits of grounding with bare feet or grounding with slippers or shoes on? Does anybody know? And I've even grounded in the snow with no socks and shoes on, just my bare feet. The best way to ground is bare feet, if you can possibly ground with bare feet. One, because you're making sure that the energy from Mother Earth when you're grounding is going through the acupuncture points in your feet, right? If you had shoes on or socks, your acupuncture points have a barrier between you and the earth. So it's so important that you, if you're grounding outside, barefoot all the time, even in winter, even in the snow. And you might think, oh my God, that's going to be freezing, right? But once you get over the initial, oh my God, the snow feels freezing on my feet, and your feet sink into the snow, it actually warms up. If you imagine Inuits in the North Pole, etc., their shelters are igloos, right? Snow is very insulating, very warming as well. So it protects them from the Arctic cold, it protects them from the Arctic winds, etc. And it's very insulating. So once your feet are in the snow, it's insulating your feet, it's warming your feet. And Mother Earth also warms your feet. So yeah, bare feet grounding is the best way to ground. So a lot of people will meditate cross-legged on the ground, and sometimes they take their power finger and their thumb and do the energy flow. If you take your power finger and your thumb and you put them both together on both hands and just close your eyes, you can feel an energy, like an electrical current going through your hands. That's because you're using your power finger and your thumb, and you're making an energetic connection. So some people sit with their legs crossed on the ground. So they're kind of like this on the ground with their feet sort of above the ground, but they're sort of the bottoms on the ground. And sometimes their feet are on their actual lap. The problem with sitting cross-legged when you are grounding is that your feet are not touching Mother Earth. Right? Yes, you've got the energy would still flow through your crown, right through your core into Mother Earth, but it's not gonna get your feet, your legs, etc. So when I'm grounding, personally, if I'm in the woods, I will take a tree that's got all the roots on the floor, and I will sit up against the tree trunk on the tree's roots with my feet, both feet, firmly on Mother Earth. So you may have your knees kind of like that. So you're kind of sitting upright with your feet on the floor, like you would on a chair, but you're sitting on the floor with both feet on Mother Earth. That way, you're getting the energies going right through your core, down into your feet, down into Mother Earth, and then back again, especially when you're doing earth and sky grounding. Thank you for the roses, Diane. So how many people when they ground do it cross-legged, and how many people when they do grounded do it with feet on the floor? So, for example, if it's Diane, if you were going to go out before this class, if you were going to ground out in nature, would you sit cross-legged, or do you prefer feet on terra turfa, i.e. Mother Earth? Yep, me too. Feet on floor every time. I know a lot of yoga meditations, they like to cross their legs with their feet on their knee or on their calf or on their thigh, whatever, for stabilization. But personally, as a star seed that feels the energies on Earth and the universe, personally, I think you get more energy when your feet are touching Mother Earth. And of course, you can try both ways. You can try with your feet crossed, or you can try with your feet on Mother Earth. But I think you'll find that you'll get more benefit, especially doing the sky and earth grounding meditation, if you have your back straight on a chair. I love these chairs because they've got high backs. So back straight on a chair or a tree trunk, and feet on Mother Earth, so that your core is upright, your feet are on the ground, and then you can sit with your power fingers just resting on your lap. That is the perfect way for grounding. If you're on the beach, sit against a rock. Beach has rocks sometimes they have trees, or a wall. If there's a wall on the beach, sit with your back against the wall and feet on the sand. Same thing. Thank you, Janae. Honestly, thank you for the gifts. You don't have to gift. It's a free class for all subscribers, but thank you for the gifts anyway. Oh, perfect. I like that. Oh, I love the little elf. How cute is that elf? That is so sweet. But yeah, we've got a few fallen trees in our forest, and they make great benches, meditation benches. They just fantastic. And if you have one of the old granddaddy trees that have got the really big, thick roots, then, oh wow, look at that, Elf on the Shelf. He's so cute. If you've got, the old granddaddy roots of a tree that are thousands of years old, great for sitting on. We go past a big mansion. We call it a coach house. It's a Victorian kind of coach house. And when we go in the woods, we love walking past that. And they've got this beautiful, beautiful old oak tree. And it has, in the centre of it, it has almost like a carved out. See, the tree's actually got this flat piece of wood in between the big, huge. I'll have to send you a photo of this tree. I love it because I can actually sit in the tree. Just sit with that tree. It also has the big roots as well. So I often ask the tree, can I sit with you, i.e. on the little seat bit inside the tree, or I can sit with my feet on the ground. And the information that you get when you're grounding next to a tree is second to none. Because grounding next to a tree or with a tree, always ask the tree's permission as well. Right? Never just assume that it's okay just to plank yourself down beside a tree. I often start with placing my palms on the trunk of the tree and closing my eyes, connecting with its heartbeat, and then I will ask its permission. May I sit with you to do some meditation? And during that meditation, could you share some of your knowledge with me? The tree will more than happily share its knowledge with you. Wow, look at all these beautiful little elves. It's not far till Christmas, isn't it? Or Yule. We celebrate Yule on the 21st. The pagan Christmas is the 21st. But we also celebrate Christmas Day as well. But our main one is Yule. So we get a Yule log, and I dress up my altar in the back of the room. I usually dress that altar up with pine cones, etc. Sometimes I put like photos of family that are not here anymore, and we remember them in Yule, during Yule. Yule in the pagan calendar is the return of the sun. So you know how Midsummer is the 21st of June, right? That's the longest day. And from midsummer, it starts to get dark every minute or every 2 minutes. Each week it gets darker by 2 minutes every week towards winter. So we call that the summer solstice in the pagan calendar, or the witches' calendar. We will be going through that in our future classes as well. So our summer one is the summer solstice, and we have our winter one, which is Yule. If you ever wondered why they call chocolate logs at Christmas that you get in the shops Yule log, comes from the pagan celebration of the winter solstice. It was traditional at Yule on the 21st to bring a large Yule log in and place it in the fire, and you could decorate that Yule log, and you would light the fire, and it represents the return of the sun. So from Yule, i.e. from the 21st of December right through to spring, we start to see the sun returning, warmer days, lighter nights returning. We always say it's when the goddess gave birth to the sun god. So it's a bit like Christians believe that Christmas was the birth of baby Jesus. Yule is the goddess gave birth to the sun god, right? Gods are represented with the sun, and the goddesses are always represented with the moon, sun and moon, dark and light. So male are more sun energy and females are more moon energies. So obviously when it's summer solstice, we start seeing the nights going darker, right? So we have less daylight. Whereas at Yule, the goddess gives birth to the sun god, and the sun god rises again in preparation for spring. It is. Yeah. You have the Yule log, you have the Yule. A lot of people say that the Christian religion came before pagan religion. It didn't. In fact, the Christian religion took a lot of the pagan beliefs and made it their own. So the Yule log became the Christmas log. Easter time, we call Easter Ostara. Alright, so Ostara is the beginning of kind of spring where things come to life. It's a celebration of all life, right? If you think about springtime or Easter time, when everything's more fertile, plants start to grow, flowers start to bloom, rabbits multiply, right? So lambing season, etc. And we always call it Ostara, and Ostara was always represented with the spring hare. So a lot of pagans are on Ostara, on the pagan calendar, which I will share in future classes with you. The pagan calendar always has Easter with the hare. And of course in the Christian religion, it's the Easter bunny. So there's a lot of similarities. It's the same with Halloween. We call it Samhain. Halloween in the Christian is the evil witches, the night of the witches fly on their brooms, etc., because they're obsessed with the devil according to Christian beliefs. Which is why that you will see people dressing in costumes, green witches, etc., etc. And you might wonder, where did the Wizard of Oz get the idea that the witch was green, the good witch was green-faced? It was because during the burning times, during the times when the Roman Church captured the witches and imprisoned them, they were put through horrendous torture, and they would be black and blue, but some of their bruises were actually green. So by the time they had been imprisoned to the time they were either drowned, hung, or burned at the stake, when they came out into the public area to be killed, they were black and blue, but they were some of their scars had turned green with the horrific tortures that the witches came in. And obviously some people or films like The Wizard of Oz portrayed evil witches with green faces. So we never portray witches with a green face, because it's kind of, we see it as an insult to the many women who were tortured, burned, drowned or hung just because they were healers. So there's a lot of things in the pagan calendar and pagan and Christian beliefs that are very, very similar, but a lot of the stuff was taken from, and at Samhain, we don't have it as ghouls and ghosties as the Christians would, or Satan. We see Samhain is the Day of the Dead. The days leading up, or the week leading up to Samhain, the veil, the very thin veil between our world and spirit world, gets thinner. And on Samhain, the veil is removed completely. And spirit world and our world, for the first 2 days after Samhain, walk the earth. And then the veil comes down and the two worlds are separated. So Samhain for us is a very powerful communication time where we can communicate direct with Source. So we can communicate with our loved ones in spirit right here on earth, because the veil has been removed. It was. Hello, DP, and welcome. Burning Oak, the Yule log, 21st of December, which is the pagan Yule. So if you had an oak log to burn, that you could take that oak log and burn it as a Yule log. Hello DP and welcome. We're just talking about the pagan calendars and stuff. This will be for the stuff that you have missed in this class. If you go onto my website link here on TikTok, and you go to the Mystic Witch YouTube channel, it'll be shared on there. It's also shared on the Facebook group as well. That's also on my website. Did you manage to find the Facebook group? Because this will be shared on both the Facebook group and the Mystic Witch YouTube channel for the ones that are on my Facebook group as well. Because last Wednesday's live was a private live like this one, and I was able to save it, which I was really, really pleased about, because I wasn't sure whether TikTok would allow you to share it to YouTube, but thankfully they did. So what you've missed so far is we've been talking about protective crystals for helping you to ground. Black obsidian would be your best. I have a black obsidian money dragon. Although the money dragon is beautiful, but it has a lot of don'ts with it, which I explained in the beginning of this class. But I do love it. it brings abundance, it brings money abundance in, and very protective for when you're doing grounding. Also, black obsidian pendants. I have just received my little, I saw this on Amazon and absolutely loved it. It's a dowsing board that has the pentagram on there, and it has yes, no, maybe, unknown, etc. And it comes with its own little pouch. But what I did love about it is it comes within a black obsidian dowser. So you can place the board and the dowser and you can get accurate answers with the obsidian. But when you don't use it, you can use it as a pendant. So you can carry it around with you and carry the little board with you, especially if you're grounding in nature. You could do a dowsing session in the woods, etc., just by taking that with you. But black obsidian is the most powerful protective crystal that you can get. Good night, Diane. Sleep well and I hope you're feeling better soon. It won't be a long class tonight anyway. We're going to be doing the meditation soon. There isn't a lot really to grounding, but if you do grounding first thing in the morning, last thing at night, you truly will get the benefit of it. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Yule time is always the best time to burn a Yule log, which is the 21st of December. Okay, so we've talked about black obsidian, or if you don't have black obsidian, black tourmaline, before you do any spiritual work such as grounding. We also spoke about the best place to ground would be the woods or the sea. The woods more so because there are lots of trees. Trees exhale oxygen, inhale carbon monoxide. We do the opposite. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon monoxide. So we give the tree the carbon monoxide that the tree needs, and in return, the tree gives us the much oxygen that we need. They are also our oldest ancestors as well. So grounding beside a tree is so beneficial, because when you're grounding and you're at peace and your chakras are all cleansed, you can get beautiful, beautiful messages from the trees. So I hope that helps, but if you don't live anywhere near a forest, grounding in your own back garden, grounding on a beach with your feet in the sand. Best way to ground is always sitting upright with both feet flat on the earth, because you want to be able to feel the earth's energy as well as the universal energy. The meditation that I'm going to be doing with you is called Sky and Earth Grounding. And during that meditation, we will be taking universal white light from the universe through our crown chakra, through all of our other chakras, down our calves and our feet, out of our toes into Mother Earth, deep down into her core, and it will that energy wraps itself around Mother Earth's core, drains all the toxins and blockages from our human body. And then Mother Earth sends violet light up through that white light. So it comes up through each layer of the earth, through our feet, up our calves, our thighs, body, neck, right out of our crown chakra and into the universe. It's at this point during the meditation that you might feel a pull. You might feel a pull upwards and a pull downwards, and you're in between. So if you're kind of slumping a little bit during meditation, by the time you reach the end of the meditation, you're going to be sitting upright, right? Because the energetic pull from the earth and sky is going to pull your body upright. And that is going to cleanse all of your chakras. And it's the best cleansing and grounding meditation that you can do. I do this meditation first thing in the morning, last thing at night, before I go to bed. So, who have we still got with us? Should I say who's still with us to do the meditation? We're going to do the meditation, and that will bring us to the end of this class. And then I'm going to be doing some mini readings on my profile, because I've got a readings list on my profile for profile readings. So because my tablet died on me yesterday, I didn't think I was going to get back on to do my lives, but this morning I was determined I was going to get this tablet up and running come hell or high water. So I got up this morning, had my coffee and gave it a slap, and lo and behold, it worked. So go figure. But yeah. So I don't know if we've still got people in. I think we've still got 2 people. Is it 2 or 3 people in? Let's see if it tells me who we've still got live. We've still got DP, I think. And we have Janae, DP and Janae. Okay, so we'll just go into the meditation. We're going to tighten and release all of our muscles. That's going to help relax our muscles before doing the meditation. The only thing that I ask you to do during meditation is count 5 breaths in through the nose, filling your diaphragm with air so that when you're breathing in, you make sure your tummy is filling up with air. So if you imagine it like a balloon, when each breath in, the tummy expands. Each breath out through the mouth, the tummy pulls in. You pull your tummy out. Tummy in, should I say. Yes, definitely seated. You can be seated or lie if you're in your bedroom or whatever. You can be lying on your bed. Personally, I like to be seated on a high back chair like this one, if you can. And both feet need to be flat on the ground if you are seated. Preferably no socks, no shoes on, just bare feet. Or if you've got a Himalayan footstool like I showed at the beginning, you can sit with your feet on a Himalayan footstool, because your feet are getting the nourishment from the Himalayan salt lamp, and the wooden legs of the stool are touching Mother Earth, so you're still connected to the earth. So I've got I was showing the ladies earlier on my large footstool with its little legs. It's massive, but I put both feet on that when I'm doing my meditation. But if I was out in the woods, I would be sitting next to a tree with my feet on the floor. Or if I was on the beach, I would be sitting upright If I can find a tree on the beach, I will sit against the tree. If it's not a tree, a rock, or you could sit on a rock, or you could sit next to a wall that you're sitting upright, feet on the floor. Thank you, Demi. Yay, Demi's still here too. So let's get in position, and we're going to tighten and relax every muscle in the body. Okay, now after that I'm going to lead you into your breathing. So I will be saying count 5 breaths in. So it's breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then breathe out through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do a few counts like that, and then I'll be saying to you, count in your head, and that's all you're doing. You're not even listening to my guided meditation. The minute that you stop the breath, counting the breath in and counting the breath out, and start listening to my voice, you've lost the meditation, right? A lot of people think guided meditation, you have to listen to every word that the person that's doing the guided meditation is saying. You don't. When you start doing that, the human brain is listening to every word that I'm saying, and you can be distracted and come out of the meditation way too soon. Whereas the human brain cannot multitask. If it's counting 5 breaths in through the nose, filling the diaphragm up with air, and 5 breaths out, pulling the tummy in, and you're doing that all the way through the meditation, my voice will drift into the distance, and you'll go into a deeper meditation, and you're going to get more benefit from the meditation. A lot of people think guided meditation, listen to the person that's doing the guiding. No. If I was doing a guided meditation to take you into the woods, your meditation might not be in the woods. Your guides could take you into the beach, a country lane. It could take you into a park. It could take you into the mountains, right? It's where your guides take you. So listening to my voice doesn't really matter. My voice is just the background noise that lulls you into that meditation, right? I could be telling you a story about Mickey Mouse. It wouldn't matter. Your meditation will take you where you need to go. With the Sky and Earth grounding meditation, I will be guiding the white universal light from the universe down into the layers of Mother Earth and through each of your chakras. And I will be guiding the earth energy back up through your chakras as well. All you're needing to do is count 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out. That's it. And you'll get the most benefit from your meditation. The end of the meditation, you may feel energized or you may feel sleepy. If I do this meditation in the morning, it energizes me for the day. If I do it at night, it's great because I'm ready for sleep at night. So I hope that helps. Okay, so if we are all ready, shall we begin? So feet on the floor, sit with straight back. If you are lying down, make sure that you're going to be in a position where you're not going to be disturbed or you're not going to be uncomfortable and have to wiggle about. You need to be in a position where you are comfortable and you can at least lay in that position for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Same as when you're seated. Make sure that you've got a seat or a chair that you feel comfortable with. Okay, doke. Give me 2 seconds because I am going to quieten my birds because we do not want parrots squawking in the middle of meditation. Sometimes my parrots think because they're on their own that we won't hear them squawking, but we do. Yep. He is quiet now. But if I hadn't settled him, he would probably start getting louder and louder and louder. But yeah, definitely be seated. So with feet on the floor and in a comfortable position, or if you're lying down, just lying down. And we're going to tighten every muscle first. And then we're going to release it. And then we're going to go straight into the meditation. So, what I'm wanting you to do is hands on your knees, feet on floor, and we're going to squeeze the eyes really, really tight, closed, almost uncomfortably closed. We're going to grit your teeth. That tightens the face muscles and the jaw. So you're really going to grit your teeth while holding the eyes really, really tight. You're going to then, keeping that face nice and tight, we're going to pull up our pull up our shoulders to our ears. Now you'll feel that they are tight. Your neck is tight, the face is tight, and it feels starting to feel really uncomfortable. Pull your arms into your side and clench your fists really tight, squeezing the fingers into your fists. You'll feel that tension in the arms and the chest. You're going to pull the tummy into your back, tightening the tummy muscles. Clench the buttocks together, the thighs, the calves. Push the feet together and curl the toes into the ground. And we're going to hold that there. Every muscle feeling tight and uncomfortable. And we're just going to hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to slowly uncurl the toes. Relax the feet and the ankles. Relax the calf, the knees, the thighs, the buttocks. Just let them relax, let them go. And we're going to release the tummy. Take a deep breath in and out. Next, we're going to release the fingers. Just uncurl the fingers, give them a little wiggle. Give the forearms and the elbows a little wiggle. And then we're going to pull the arms down and the shoulders down. Feel that release. Then we're going to take the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Again, forward, feel that release. Up, back, and down. Now we're going to reverse it. Back, up, forward, and down. Again, back, up, forward and down, and just give your arms a little shake. Then we're going to unclench the jaw. Just let the jaw drop and relax it. We're going to untighten the eyes and just sit with closed eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in again for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out through the mouth slowly for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, each breath in, you're pulling the air into the tummy, filling the tummy. With each breath out, you're pulling in the tummy and pushing out all that carbon monoxide out through the mouth. So again, we're going to do 2 breaths in. In through the nose, fill in the tummy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then out through the mouth, pulling in the tummy, squeezing every bit of air out. So we're going to do 5 counts in, 5 counts out for 5 times, and then I'm going to ask you to carry on with that count. So let's start, and then if you find yourself listening to my meditation or my guided meditation, pull yourself right back to counting 5 breaths in, 5 breaths out. Alright? Sometimes when you first do this meditation, you're tempted to listen to what I'm saying. If you do find yourself doing that, keep pulling yourself back and recount 5 breaths in through the nose, fill in the tummy, 5 breaths out through the mouth, pulling the tummy in. And that will take you deeper into meditation. So let's start with 5 sets of counting the breath in and out, and then I'm going to ask you to count in your mind 5 in and 5 out as I carry you through this guided meditation. So let's start. So with closed eyes, feet on floor, hands on lap, or if you're lying on your bed, just in a nice comfortable position. Your body should be nice and relaxed after all that tensing and releasing. So we're going to relax it even more and start the breathing, which is going to take us into meditation. So we're going to start with breathing in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue counting those 5 breaths in and 5 breaths out. Keep eyes closed and relaxed, concentrating only on counting those 5 energizing breaths in, filling the body with oxygen. And those 5 breaths out, releasing all the carbon monoxide and toxins from the body, all that we don't need. With each breath in, we are going deeper and deeper into meditation. If you find you are drawn to my voice, simply return to counting breath in for 5 and out for 5. And with each in-breath, we're going to imagine this beautiful, universal, white, cleansing light. It starts off as a swirling disk of white light. As that white light approaches us, it goes into a spiral funnel, almost like a hurricane, tornado, twisting its way down through the atmosphere, through the clouds, through the roof of our homes. And as that beautiful white light connects to our crown chakra, our crown chakra illuminates bright white as it opens and allows that bright, beautiful light to enter, drawing all the blockages from our crown. With the next breath in, we're going to pull that light down further into our third eye, our whole forehead and face, mouth and jaw, illuminate with radiant, white, cleansing, universal light that feels cool. That white light we now draw deep down into our throat chakra, our neck and chest area now filled with that beautiful, universal cleansing light. With our next breath, that light gets pulled down further through our arms, into our chest, our tummy, our buttocks, drawing down into our thighs and our knees and calves, to the soles of our feet, and into every toe. Our body is now illuminating that brilliant golden white cleansing light. A light that can be seen from spirit world. Now, with our next breath in, that white light pours out of each toe 10 beautiful glowing strands of white light. Those 10 strands of white light leave our toes and start to go under the earth, through the dirt, the coal, the stone, the sand, the iron, all the way down each layer of earth till it reaches Mother Earth's core. That core may be a beautiful glowing ball of fire, or it may be a clear, round quartz crystal shining bright. Those 10 beautiful cords of light shoot down towards Mother Earth's brilliant radiating core, wrapping itself round that core. As it does so, you feel your feet pulled firmly to the floor, almost like they are weighed down. This is normal. Mother Earth now takes all the toxins and blockages and burns them in her beautiful furnace. And she now replaces with radiant violet light. That radiant violet light now travel up 10 strands of light that came down, upwards to each layer of the earth, layer by layer by layer, heading upwards till it breaks through the surface of the earth and enters each of our 10 toes, illuminating the 10 toes with beautiful violet light. With our next breath in, we're going to be pulling that violet light upwards towards our ankles. Feel the warm heat of the cleansing, healing light warm the whole feet and ankles. We now pull that light further up into our calves, knees, our thighs, and our buttocks, warming all of our lower body. Feel the warm, relaxing, healing light. With our next breath in, we're going to continue to pull that light even further up through our intestines, through our gut, towards our rib cage, up into the chest, down each arm and into every finger and thumb, and into our neck. Our whole body from the neck down feels warm, relaxed. We're now going to pull that radiant violet light upwards into our jaw, our nose, into that beautiful violet third eye, and straight up to our crown. We're going to pause the light there for a moment. Relax in the heat and warmth of that radiant, warm, healing light The whole body illuminates violet light. Our mind is at peace. There is no worries here, just calm, peace, and cleansed. Our beautiful white crown chakra now opens, allowing that violet light to spiral upwards into the atmosphere, through the clouds, towards the moon, the stars, and out of reach and out of sight. That light connecting us now from Mother Earth's core and the universe. As that spiraling violet light disappears out of sight, you may feel that tug, the yin and yang, almost like your body is being stretched in both directions. You may feel a jolt. That's okay. You are connected to Mother Earth and the universe with that healing, grounding, cleansing, beautiful violet light. Continue to count your breath in and out a few more times as you relax in this beautiful, warm, healing light. When you're ready, we're now going to count from 10 to 1, bringing us back into our awareness, from our unconscious mind to our human mind, and back into our bodies, and back into our room. 10. With each breath in, we are now coming back into our bodies. 9. 8. Almost halfway back. 7. 6. And 5. You may feel like you're floating downwards. That's okay. You're coming back. You are safe. The next breath in, you're coming down further. 4. And 3. And 2. And now back in your room and back in your body. 1. You're back in your body. Continue to take 5 breaths in through the nose. Breathe in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, breathe in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready, open your beautiful eyes and take another 2 breaths in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, and out. Feel that relaxation. And if you're still with us and you've come back into the room, give me a hi. Welcome back, VP. How did you find the meditation? Welcome back, Demi. How did you both get on with the meditation? So, how did you notice how your body felt before the meditation and how it feels now, and what is the difference? How were you feeling before the meditation, and how has the meditation made you feel after the meditation? Also, is it something that you would do on a regular basis? I think Demi's still chilled out, I think. Now this will be shared to the Mystic Witch YouTube channel, which means you can come back to this video anytime you want and do the meditation as many times as you want. With practice, you won't even need to play the meditation. You will know the meditation off by heart. Yeah, it does. It focuses your mind because that white light is taking away all the blockages from your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra and your root chakra. And that Mother Earth's radiant violet light is then bringing healing, cleansing, and healing each chakra. It means it's going to remove any blockages, and that includes blockages in our human mind. And we're able to suddenly realize that we are more focused, we can remember things. We're like a lot more, our minds are a lot more clearer. So that's just with one Sky and Earth guided meditation. So imagine what you and your body would feel, or how you and your body would feel if you were doing that meditation, say first thing in the morning and last thing at night, every day, you would have more focus, less stress. Your body would be energized, it would be more relaxed. You would be able to connect with spirit a lot more, and your intuition would be more acute. You would be able to get more clearer signals as to what was right and what was wrong, or who is negative and who is positive. And that puts you in good stead to be able to then say, okay, this person's negative, I'm going to stay away from that person because I've just gave myself a right good grounding here, and I don't want to then undo all that hard work with polluting my chakras again with negative people. So you learn that this peace and tranquility, this calmness, that's working at the higher level. Whereas if we go into the negative society, it's drawn us back into, I guess some people call it the matrix. So it's a great one to do at the end of a really busy day. If you've been connecting with a lot of people during the day, whether it's at work, whether it's out shopping, whether it's in the community, and you come back and at the end of the day you do this grounding meditation, your body and mind are going to thank you for it, because you will be more relaxed, ready for a good night's sleep. Dreams are going to be a lot clearer, for you being able to then add your dreams into dream journals, etc. Doing this meditation first thing in the morning is going to have the opposite effect. It's going to clear your mind, ready for the day ahead. You're going to find that you're going to start the day in a more positive, uplifted, relaxed state than you would if you had went to bed the night before in a negative state. So this is why every night before I go to sleep I will do a grounding meditation, and every morning before I get up I will just lie there and just do a grounding meditation, or sit and do a guided meditation. Doing the sky and earth grounding meditation twice a day. Or even if you're stressed, you can do this meditation absolutely anywhere. Sitting on a bus or a train, if you've got a long 20-minute or more journey, you can just sit and meditate. Because you are silently just concentrating on your breath, as well as imagining that white light coming in and purple light going back out, then you're going to be able to focus on your day. But yeah, it definitely does give you more focus, and it helps to relax as well. If you're feeling stressed, do this meditation. It's going to de-stress you. Helps with migraines as well. A lot of people get migraines with stress. So doing this meditation is going to, especially if you do the tensing of the muscles first and then relaxing the muscles up before doing the meditation, it means you're going to release the tension in the temples and in your third eye. And that tension is the main reason we get migraines or tension headaches, because our muscles are so stressed out. So when we are tightening each muscle and then we're releasing that tension, we're already then into a more relaxed state, ready for the meditation. How many, yourself and Demi, did you find the breathing awkward? Because a lot of people are shallow breathers, right? A lot of people breathe the wrong way. I've seen people breathing in through their mouth and out through their mouth. I've also seen people breathing in through their nose and breathing out through their nose. But when they're breathing in, the breath stops here. So it's very shallow breath. And that's totally the wrong way to breathe, because your lungs are not getting full capacity of oxygen. When we're breathing in through the nose, we're going to make sure that we're pulling that air down our neck, into our rib cage and into our diaphragm, blowing it up like a balloon. So with each breath in, you can place your tummy on your rib cage, so that, your hands on your rib cage, and just feel your rib cage coming out with each breath in. And then when you're breathing out through the mouth, pulling that breath, pulling the tummy in. That forces out all the breath out of the mouth, taking with it carbon monoxide and toxins. Then your next breath, you're going to be filling the body with oxygen again. So just like the tree, we are putting as maximum amount of oxygen in, filling our tummy and our rib cage full of air, till almost like filling the balloon up till it's ready to pop. And then when we're breathing out, we're pulling in the tummy, squeezing out all of the carbon monoxide till it comes out of the mouth. Imagine if you were breathing in and out of your nose, breathing in oxygen and out carbon monoxide. You're going to block the sinuses. Whereas if we keep it simple and we deep breath in, fill in the rib cage, and then we deep breath out, pulling everything in, you can feel all of that stress just leaving the body. Exactly. Wasn't it just? Do you know, a lot of people go about their day and their body is stressed and they don't realise it. They're actually going around. How many people do you see when we're out and about and they're kind of sitting like this? Or they're kind of hunched a little bit. Or their neck's kind of like this. And they're stressed, but they don't realise they are stressed. Right? Because if we are getting stress from work, stress from negative people around us, we just get used to being in stress. And it's difficult then to distinguish stress with relaxation. So doing the tight and release each muscle exercise before you do meditation is a clear indication that when you are squeezing everything tight, you are stressing every single muscle. And it feels uncomfortable, right? When you're holding all those muscles tight deliberately for a slow count of 5, it's very uncomfortable. You couldn't prolong sit like that, right? And it's when we start to then release from the toes upwards, we're relaxing all of that muscle, and suddenly we just get that tingling sense of relaxation. And then you realise, wait a minute, I've been walking around feeling that tension all day today. And I've just this minute released it all, because I can now tell the difference between when my body is stressed and when my body isn't stressed. I went on to YouTube and I've watched many guided meditations, and they go straight into the guided meditation without even going into the tensing and releasing. They don't go far enough into how we should be breathing. But when you start to learn to deep breathe rather than shallow breathe, one, your body's going to get a lot more oxygen going in. And it's going to be releasing more toxins going out. That means energized body and mind. and more focused mind. As DP says, wow, I felt more focused when I came out of the meditation. So how was that possible? Because you are taking in more oxygen. Each breath that you pull the oxygen in to the diaphragm and the tummy, that oxygen quickly travels around the blood system, pulling in all the toxins as it goes. When you're pulling your tummy in, all those toxins, carbon monoxide, are getting pushed out through the mouth. So it's like a deep cleansing system for the body, right? Look at a carpet cleaner, right? You get these water-filled carpet cleaners, right? What does it do? The water comes out, i.e. up through the nose, right? Goes, and it pulls out all the dirt of the carpet. And all that dirt goes into the tank and is wasted, is put down the drain. And it's taken away from the carpet. You have a fresh, clean carpet. That's exactly what sky and earth grounding does. It takes out all the dirt, dust, chemicals from our body and leaves it squeaky clean. Yeah, exactly. It's like having taking that deep breath in is like having that drawer of a cigarette, but you are putting pure oxygen in there. And by the way, when you do that, when you put a lot of oxygen into the body, you go on that high. It's like getting a fix of your tobacco, right? You're taking that deep breath in. You can feel that breath just filling your diaphragm and your tummy. And when you're pulling your tummy back in, you can feel all of that tension just disappear. And it's almost like a euphemia. It's like you just have that good feeling. Yeah, it's addictive. So imagine that's just with one meditation. So imagine what your body is going to be like when you're doing this meditation, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, and sometimes in between when you feel stressed out. Right? You're going to be on a high every day. You're going to be more focused, less stressed. And let me tell you, you will be able to sense a negative person 100 miles away. Let me tell you, you will know instinctively because you are clearing your chakras, you are grounding yourself with Mother Earth and Father Sky, and you are receiving that violet healing cleansing light all the time. It's clearing your chakras and keeping you more focused. That is the key to raising your vibration from low vibration to that higher level of vibration. We should keep our body like a temple. We should make sure we're always clearing it out. Not just sometimes when we feel like it, but every day. Right? We are going to be living in this body for the entire duration of our time here on earth. So we need to make sure that we're looking after it. Think of your car, right? Think of your body as your car, right? If you don't give that, if your car was a diesel car, right? And your body was a diesel engine, and you're putting petrol into that diesel engine, or vice versa, what's the first thing that's going to happen, right? Everything is going to shut down, right? And when we put toxins into our body, bit by bit it shuts down and it doesn't go. And we have to detox to get that motor running again. I.e., if it was a car, you would have to drain the whole petrol tank, change the oil, everything. right? Change your petrol into diesel again before you could get that car running. It's the same when we pollute our bodies, right? We have to siphon all that junk back out and put the right fuel back in. Otherwise, we're not going to run on, we're not going to run 100%. And that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people get sick. Because they're just not, they're going around in a stressed state, body and mind, and they're not turning off. But when, this is why the people that I have shown this meditation to or shared my meditation with, I always get messages coming back 2 or 3 days after they've tried it and says, oh my gosh, the difference that this meditation has made just by doing it day in and day out just blows their minds. And it will yours as well. It's like anything else. To perfect it, you need to practice it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Simples. And it's the first thing we should do every single day. So does anyone have any questions about the class? Or are we so chilled out now? I love this class. I love doing this class, especially before I do my readings, because even though I am guiding you through this meditation, I'm also guiding myself through the same meditation. I know this meditation like the back of my hand because I do it every single day. So for me, teaching this meditation helps me massively as well, because I've got more focus and more clarity for doing my readings. I often do this meditation before I do my readings. It keeps me focused, and it means that I'm more able to be channeled with the messages and stuff. Oh, you're more than welcome. Well, I'm gonna close the class for tonight and let you good people do whatever else you want to be doing this evening. I'm going to pop off and do the card of the day. I've also got some profile readings from my readings list on my profile. So if Demi or yourself, DP, would like a reading, pop over to my profile page and just put card, please. And I'll put, in fact, you know what? I'm just going to put you on my list anyway, DP and Demi. I'll put you on my readings list and I'll give you a little card reading on my profile. Now I am back live tomorrow evening for gifted live card readings. That's round about 9:30 p.m. UK time, which is 3:30 p.m. CST time. I was supposed to be doing readings last night, but my tablet died on me, and I thought it was goosed. But I don't give up that easily. I got up this morning, had my coffee, and I thought, you know what? Years ago when I had the black and white television, then it didn't work. We used to just give it a rattle, right? We used to go across to the television and bang the top of the television. Now I'm showing my age a little bit, but it worked. The television started working again. So I had my coffee and I got my tablet and I just whacked it. It worked. It went from no power to suddenly it came on and it started working again. So apologies for not being able to do my live readings yesterday. We're supposed to be doing some gift readings last night. Just didn't happen. My tablet died completely. But touch wood, it is working now, so I can do some profile readings and card of the day tonight. And then tomorrow night I'm back doing my normal live gifted card readings. So thank you, DP and Demi, and I know Janae and Diane will be watching the replay on the Mystic Witch YouTube channel or the Facebook subscriber group. The links to both of those are on my website here on TikTok. If you go to my profile page, just under where it says The Mystic Witch, there's a link to my website. Click on that link, scroll left, and you've got all my social media links, including the Mystic Witch YouTube, which is for subscriber recordings, and the subscriber Facebook group is there as well. This is where the subscriber only videos will get shared to. So I'm gonna say good night to all of you. Thank you so much, DP, Demi, Janae, Diane, for joining me tonight. I'm so glad that you got something out of this. And feel free to replay this video anytime you want to de-stress and you want to ground yourself. I will be back next Sunday with another class round about 9 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. CST time, and we're going to be talking about how to use a dowser and get questions and answers just by dowsing. So I'm looking forward to doing that class with you all. Till then, I'll be back tomorrow night doing live readings. Love and bright blessings to all of you, and thank you for joining me tonight. Good night, DP. Oh, I'm so glad you're super chilled. Okay, good night, Demi. And I know Diane will probably tune in, so good night, Diane. Good night, Janae. I know Tracy is going to be watching this, and Lucy, so good night to all. And I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone.